Hello everybody. Today we are checking out all of the Christmas decorations at the Port Orleans resorts. That is Riverside and French Quarter. We started with French Quarter, visiting our little gator friends here. But I hope you guys are going to stick around so we can show you all of those beautiful decorations. We did just have dinner at the Sasagula Floatworks and it was delicious, I gotta tell you. But that behind me is the pool area. And you got the little gator guys waiting for you as you enter the pool. But I want to focus on the Christmas decorations first. Look at this fabulous tree. It is so colorful. I love the theming in here and the colors, they just pop. They've got that New Orleans theme going on in here. You've got some masks. Look at that. And the beautiful golds and purples. You've got the check-in and registration area right there in front of me. My honey just pointed out all of the colorful coins that are in this fountain. And we are headed into the Jackson Square store. And there's my honey, Marky Mouse. He doesn't know I'm filming him. This resort is themed after New Orleans. And if you ever have visited New Orleans, you will agree that it looks just like that area. It is spectacular, the theming in this resort. It has a beautiful pool. The pool slide is actually the tongue of a dragon. I'll show that to you in a little bit. But we're gonna show you right now what the streets look like. I'm gonna flip that camera around. And if you'll see, this looks like those old style streets that you would find in New Orleans. We just came out of the Jackson Square area over there. This is the Sashagula Floatworks where you would get your dinner. But everything is around New Orleans theming. The buildings are spectacular, beautiful colors. Even the way they do the street lamps. You've got a lot of the wrought iron, as you see right in front of me. All of that theme towards being in New Orleans, which is just spectacular. We're on Rue de Vega and Neptune's Parade. The streets are all aligned with beautiful trees, as you see here. And right up there, we're gonna show you guys, that is the river that connects you to the Disney Springs area. You can take a boat from here to Disney Springs. You can take a boat over to Riverside. We're gonna walk to Riverside, but I wanna show you that spectacular pool. And there's the Mardi Gras. Mardi Gras is a little bar here right by the pool area. Here's a little peek at the kiddie area. We stayed at this resort for our honeymoon. The Port Orleans is what it was called back then, and not Port Orleans Riverside and Port Orleans French Quarter. It was just Port Orleans, and Riverside was Dixie Landings. But for our honeymoon, we stayed right here on the second floor in that room. We had the awesome view of the pool, which I'm going to show you now. But yes, this is the building we stayed at for our honeymoon. Building 2 right across the pool. Not much has changed. They have changed some of the colors. They've done some sprucing up on the rooms. This is an awesome, awesome resort. It's a great resort. So if you're looking to stay at the moderates, we definitely advise you to look at Port Orleans, Riverside, and or French Quarter. We stayed at both, but French Quarter holds a little extra spot in our heart, as does Contemporary, because those were the 2 resorts that we stayed at for our honeymoon. I've always called the pool slide a dragon, but I actually think it's a water serpent, some kind of serpent, and the tongue is where you slide out of. I'm going to try to catch it from the other side. I really don't want to film too much in the pool area because there's people in there right now, but I'm going to try to show that to you because it's such a cool slide. Right here is where you can catch that river cruise. It's that big boat that takes you over to Disney Springs or Riverside. And I believe that this river is called the Sashagula River. And I am correct. Here's a little map. And it is the Sashagula River. So all along this river, you not only have Saratoga Springs, Riverside, French Quarter, you also have the old Key West Resort, and then all of that Disney Springs area. And here comes one of the boats now. Looks like he was coming over from the Riverside Resort. There's the serpent or the dragon, and it looks like King Triton is who's on top of that serpent. And his eyes are lit up. I had never noticed that the lights are lit up at night, but his tongue is actually the slide that goes into the pool. And there's King Triton riding the serpent. On cool nights like today, it's great to take that little boat over to Disney Springs, have a walk, and take it back. You can also see along the river, you can see some of the other resorts, including the tree houses that Disney has. Those are nestled in the woods, but you can see them all along the river when you're on that little boat. We're walking right along the river, and if we keep going in that direction, that's going to connect all the way with Riverside. And sounds like they're doing movie night. Oh, they are doing movie night. It's the Muppet Christmas Carol. My honey Marky Mouse is live right now. Don't forget, if you guys prefer to watch live videos, check out Marky Mouse. I'm usually with him vlogging and he's usually live, although he also will vlog. Here's that sign, Disney's Port Orleans Resort, Riverside. So we are officially entering the Riverside area. There's a bus that just crossed that bridge. During the daytime, you can see just how beautiful this bridge is in this area. And we're gonna keep walking and head under the bridge and officially towards the Riverside Resort. So we've got the river, trees, and the beautiful hotel right in front of us. There's another cool bridge right there. That one is actually a walkway that takes you from the food and store area over into the mansions, which is where the hotel rooms are at. And we are at Port Orleans, Riverside. These buses are coming in from the airport. And I think they also use those for the transportation from the ships to here. They do have the little windows that look like portholes. I love those buses. And this is that grand, beautiful tree of Riverside Resort. There's the River Roost. It's a really cool bar. You've got the piano guy back there. The Riverside Mill. That's actually where you can get your quick service meal. If not, you had the option of boat rides. And of course, that piano bar we just saw, they were also serving food. And here's that pool area for Riverside. Not gonna film too much because there are people in there. This bridge crosses over to your food area, the shops, and check out the wheel. I love that, it's so beautiful. Here's that view of the bridge that crosses over into the food areas. Port Orleans Riverside Resort, originally called Dixie Landings, was themed after the Great South and all along the homes of the Mississippi River, with the bayous on one side and the great mansions of the South on the other side. So I'm going to flip the camera around so you can see what the bayous look like. This section of the hotel opened first, and then they finished off the mansion side. So we're coming up on the sign that shows you where everything is. You've got Alligator Bayou, Old Man Island in the middle. Old Man Island is actually where the bar is, and I believe the pool as well. And then Magnolia Bend up there, that takes you towards where those mansions are. Here's building 27, Alligator Bayou. Here is the fishing hole for you fishermen. And if you're staying here, this is where the campfire on the bayou is held. They do some roasted marshmallows. It's a nice big area. And their campfire is every night from 5:30 to 6:30, of course, weather permitting. A little more of that pool view right here. For the little ones, you've got this really nice play area right next to the pool. I don't know if you can see it, but there is a massive oak tree right there, which was planted on Earth Day on April 22nd in 1991. It says that this oak tree and the companion at the entrance of the resort weighed 85 tons. Wow. And this oak tree is actually part of the slide. You have to go up these stairs. It's like a wooden tree house, and that's what takes you down to the slide of the pool at Riverside. And we're coming up to another bridge that's going to take us over into Magnolia Bend, and that's where you see what looks like the mansions of the South. We've actually stayed here several times. We've been at Magnolia Terrace, Oak Manor, and the Acadian House. I was just telling my honey that we need to stay one more time so we can stay at Partier Place. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, and I don't remember that name being there. But here's Magnolia Terrace we're coming up on. This building that we're walking up to is the Royal Rooms area. And if you don't know what the Royal Rooms are, you've got to check them out. It is actually Tiana's room. And the theming in there is just spectacular. And there's a little bit of every single princess that's part of that room. It's just, I don't know how to explain it. It is a very, very special room. And yep, here you've got the banners representing the crowns, representing the princesses. So you know that you are in the Royal Rooms area, or Tiana's princess room. But it not only reflects Tiana, those rooms have a little something that represents each and every princess. They have extra special lighting in them. The rooms are a little extra, but they are definitely worth it. We just heard some fireworks go off. Can you hear that? Ooh, fireworks are going off. I don't know if the Surrey bike rentals are back, but they do rent those here. So those are the bikes that you can sit 2 to 4 people. And I think you can even go up to 6 in some instances. So they do rent them here, and you'll have them riding all along these paths. Here is another bridge, and we're gonna have to cross this bridge so that we can take that walk back to French Quarter. It actually does not connect. Like if you stay on this side, it does not connect back to French Quarter. So we're going to take the bridge, cross the bridge, and head back. And here's where you can rent those Surrey bikes. So see, these are 3-seaters, and you can put 1 or 2 children. Let me back up so you can see that a little better. And these sit up to 6 and 1 or 2 children, depending on how small the children are. And all along the top, you've got hidden Mickeys. And check that out. I believe that that is a fan. There's one on each side too. And that's going to be a wrap, you guys. I hope you enjoyed looking at all those wonderful Christmas decorations at the Port Orleans Resorts, Riverside, and French Quarter. And I hope you'll join me again. But before you go, don't forget, subscribe, like, and comment. Like is very important. That lets YouTube know you like what you see. Subscribe so that you can see other videos that I put up in the future. And comment. Just let me know what you thought of all of this. Hope you're having a fantastic week, and I'll catch you on the next one.